Your Royal Majesty and my good friend and brother Togbi Apede, the Paramount Chief of the Asogli State, Your Royal Highness Togbi Patamia, who is the Vice President of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, my friend Togbi Amenyafiti, who is the Paramount Chief of the Aplao Traditional Area, Togbi O Mamao, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, colleagues and friends, party executives, assembly members, unit committee members, and all citizens of the Volta region. I bring you greetings and commendation from myself and the National Democratic Congress and the new administration that has just taken office. It is always an immense pleasure and privilege and honor for me to stand before you, a people whose warmth, resilience, and loyalty have been unwavering throughout the years. Throughout my political journey, I have seen this region, the Volta region, as a symbol of hope, perseverance, and national pride. The Volta region has always been a cornerstone of our great nation. In times of triumph, in times of adversity, you have stood firm in the rain and sunshine, not only as pillars of my political journey, but as defenders of Ghana's democratic progress. Your loyalty and commitment are deeply etched in my heart, and I'll forever remain grateful to you, the citizens of the Volta region of Ghana. Today, I am humbled and I am inspired by your continued trust in my leadership. And I say to all of you, Akpena Mikata. Thank you from the deepest recesses of my heart. Our esteemed traditional rulers of the Volta region, please permit me to extend my heartfelt appreciation to you for your vital role in our beloved nation's governance and peace. The institution of chieftaincy in Ghana is not merely symbolic. It is an enduring pillar of wisdom and guidance, and one we must cherish and protect. Your wise counsel, rooted in centuries of tradition and community leadership, have fostered peace and stability during the last general elections. You have shown us the importance of dialogue, mutual respect, and nation building. I must take this opportunity to offer my sincerest apologies for any delays or inconvenience in our schedule today. That delay might have caused you. Your patience and understanding testify to your love for this country and the progress we seek to achieve together. I pledge that this administration led by me will continue to prioritize collaboration with our traditional authorities as partners in the development of our dear nation, Ghana. Your overwhelming turnout at this Durbar is not lost on me. It demonstrates your unwavering love and your willingness to correct and guide us when necessary, while at the same time offering us the support we need to be able to succeed. I do not take this enduring partnership for granted, and I assure you of my commitment to addressing your concerns and fulfilling the promises we have made to the people of this great region. I'm reminded of my promise during the campaign to expand the role of traditional leadership in our local government system, especially in the area of environmental protection and sanitation. I've set up a committee to plan the National Constitution Validation Conference. It is my hope that our chiefs and elders will participate fully in this review exercise so that any amendments to our constitution that are required to enhance the role of the chieftaincy institution in our governance will be included in the review process. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the beginning of my tour to say thank you to the nation for the trust reposed in me. And it is not surprising that I'm starting this journey here in the Volta region. The Volta region has always been a beacon of support for the National Democratic Congress, my party, and indeed myself, and has been a stronghold for Ghana's democratic progress since 1992. Your immense contribution to the success of our party and my election as President of the Republic of Ghana is a testament to the strength of the bond that exists between us. We cannot talk about Ghana's progress without acknowledging the vital role that the Volta region has played in shaping the course of our history. However, we also acknowledge your challenges. Years of neglect and alienation from the development of our country due to your political choices. But I stand here today to tell you that this narrative will change. My visit this afternoon signals my commitment to ensuring that the Volta region receives its fair share of national development. Our objective to reset Ghana begins here in the Volta region. Together, we will work to correct past wrongs and work towards a future where every Ghanaian feels included and valued, regardless of your region of origin, your ethnicity, your religion, or your political affiliation. Since assuming office, we have wasted no time in taking bold steps to steer our dear nation back on course. After my swearing in on January 7, 2025, we immediately began implementing our agenda to reset Ghana. One of our first actions was to streamline the governmental structure by reducing the number of sector ministers from 30 to 23. By doing this, we have not only reduced bureaucracy, but also ensured that every ministry is aligned with the pressing needs of our people. This restructuring has allowed us to redirect resources towards critical areas such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, and local governance. For example, the newly restructured Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy, and Religious Affairs is designed to foster stronger collaboration between that ministry and our traditional leaders. We believe that our traditional leaders must play a greater role in the local governance of this country. We also believe that development is most effective when it is community-led, and who are better to guide us in this effort than our chiefs who have been custodians of our culture and our progress. I also recognize the anticipation of appointments from this region, and as was said, so far, so good. Let me assure you that your contributions and talents have not been overlooked. Appointments will be guided by principles of merit, competence, regional balance, gender equity, and availability to serve. I do not doubt that the people of Volta region possess the human resource and will play pivotal roles in shaping the future of our nation. The Volta region has long been a victim of unfulfilled promises, but as I said, I assure you that this era of neglect will end under this administration. Development, we are enjoined by the National Constitution to ensure the balanced development of all parts of our nation, Ghana, and we shall do just that. We've already begun by assessing key infrastructure needs in the region. The whole Denu Road, which is a lifeline for economic activity, will be a #1 priority. We understand how the poor conditions of roads has hindered trade, tourism, and mobility, and we are committed to addressing this challenge. Similarly, the whole airport, which is a vital asset for this region, will be revitalized. We will explore how to resume commercial aviation into the airport using smaller aircraft and developing the route. Yesterday I met with the CEO of the Ghana Airports Company, and I gave her the go-ahead to allocate the land for the establishment of the pilot training school. Education and sports infrastructure would also receive attention. The Regional Youth Resource Center, which has been left to deteriorate, will be developed in order that our young people can develop their talents. In addition, we will fulfill our promise to build modern prototype markets in the region, such as the one we have planned for Aflao, to empower local businesses and international trade with our eastern neighbor, Togo. During my campaign, 3 pressing concerns were brought to my attention: the sea defense project along the coast of the Volta region, the Keita Port project, and compensation for those affected by the spillage from the Akosombo and Pond dams. The sea defense project is not just an infrastructural project. It is a lifeline for our coastal communities that continue to suffer from sea erosion and flooding. We will ensure that this project is expedited in order to protect lives, livelihoods, and property. I've asked the newly appointed Minister of Transport to review the feasibility study on the Keita Port project and brief Cabinet as early as possible on the status of this project. We will also ensure that victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage are adequately compensated and that measures are taken to prevent such disasters in the future. We all know that we are in a period of economic crisis, and fiscal room for massive infrastructural development is very limited. However, we intend to use innovative means of financing, including the use of SPVs, those are special purpose vehicles, BOTs, build, operate, and transfer schemes, escrows, and debt service accounts to achieve our priority infrastructure investments and programs, especially as contained in our manifesto promise, the Big Push. The Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, which I created, will lead this project in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance. Volta region is not a mineral resource-rich region, but that is also a blessing in disguise. Volta region probably has some of the most unspoiled natural vegetation in the country, unlike many other regions that have been scarred by the illegal mining menace. Volta region also arguably has the cleanest rivers that have not been. The air is fresh and healthy for human existence. Tourism is therefore a very viable prospect for prosperity. And your own daughter, Abla Jifa Gomashi, will work to improve the tourist sites in the Volta region. In the road sector, our own son, the Honorable Governs Agboja, will prioritize the completion and rehabilitation of our road network in the region. Key roads to be targeted would include, but not limited to, the Eastern Corridor Road. We intend to finish the parts of the Eastern Corridor Road that have not been engineered. As I said earlier, we'll reconstruct the whole Denu Road. We'll complete the Have to Hohoi section of the Eastern Corridor. We'll put an overlay over the Dodo-Pepesu to Nkwanta section, and then also finish the Nkwanta to Kwasa section. We also intend to construct the Dambai Bridge and re-engineer the road from through Raura all the way through Kwando. Under education, we'll complete the E-blocks that we started that have been abandoned in the region. We'll develop the infrastructure of the University of Health and Allied Sciences into a first-class tertiary institution. Our Agri College at Ohau would also see improvement in infrastructure and upgrading into a tertiary institution. Under healthcare, we intend to upgrade the whole hospital into a proper teaching hospital. Underwater, we intend to expand the Kweve and Adidobe water projects so that we can provide clean drinking water to the Adaklu area and much of whole Central. Our focus is also on agriculture and livelihoods. And as you know, I said that agriculture and agribusiness is going to be a #1 priority of this government. And I assure you that Volta region will receive its fair share. One project we target is the Volta Palm Initiative. This is a private initiative that has begun already, but government is going to provide resources to expand it so that Volta region can become the center of oil palm production and processing into vegetable cooking oil. We're going to support the rice farmers in Afife and other parts of the Volta region with equipment and capital to expand their rice production. We'll also provide them with processing capacity to be able to produce a Volta brand of rice for the domestic market in order to reduce our imports. Areas in Oti and parts of northern Volta that produce ginger would have processing plants to produce ginger powder, ginger oil, and others for exports. The Tong area, which is a center for cassava production, will also receive a cassava processing plant to process cassava into various useful items. In my first term in office, we deliberately set out to increase cocoa production in the Volta region. And so we established several seedling banks to provide free seedlings and extension services to young people who wish to go into cocoa farming. Since we left office, that project has not been pursued. I want to assure you that we're going to start it again, expand cocoa production so that Volta region will become one of the major producers of cocoa in Ghana. Togbiwo Mamao, the road ahead will not be easy, and I don't underestimate the task ahead of us. But we can build the Ghana that we all want together. And therefore, let us rise above our divisions and work hand in hand to create a nation where every Ghanaian has the opportunity to thrive. Our differences must be a strength and not a weakness. The Volta region has always been a beacon of hope, and I'm confident that with your continued support, we will achieve great things. Let us move forward with unity and determination, and I believe that the future of our nation is bright. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, and I thank you for your kind attention. Akwenami.